Hello Agilist, welcome to Everything Adaptive with Piyush. I'm Piyush Rahate, your host on this channel. And in today's episode, we are going to explore the Scrum events. So stay tuned. Scrum, as we know, is a framework to address complex problems, and to do that, it provides us certain events. Now, I have often heard people calling these events as ceremonies. Well, as per the Scrum Guide, they are not ceremonies. Even in the English language, there is a difference between these two words. Ceremonies are typically used when you're talking about a religious or a public occasion for celebrating something. On the other hand, an event is something of importance that happens at a specified time for a specific time period. For example, a solar eclipse. So, we are not going to call these events ceremonies anymore. Let's call them events and let's explore what these events are. There are 5 events in Scrum. The first and foremost event is the sprint itself. It is a container event time boxed for 1 month or less. During this event, all the other activities and all the other events happen. The second event is the sprint planning. Sprint planning is where the entire Scrum team comes together and collaborates to figure out a plan for their upcoming sprint. This is also a time-boxed event, and it is usually time-boxed for 8 hours or less for a 1-month sprint. Typically, for shorter sprints, the duration of sprint planning can be shorter. The next event is Daily Scrum. This is an inspect and adapt opportunity for the developers on the Scrum team to figure out if they have an actionable plan that will take them closer to achieving their sprint goal. This event is time boxed for 15 minutes. The next event on the sprint is the sprint review. This is the second last event typically on the sprint, which is for collaboration with the stakeholders. It is an inspect and adapt opportunity where the stakeholders and the Scrum team come together and gather feedback about the work that was done. Typically, the Scrum team may ask questions to the stakeholders about how this increment is useful, how it is adding value to the customers, are there any important marketplace changes that are happening which are going to impact how we build the product in future. The sprint review is time boxed for 4 hours or less for 1 month sprint. Usually for shorter sprint, it will take shorter duration. The last event on the sprint is the sprint retrospective. This is an event for the Scrum team, that is the product owner, developers, and the Scrum Master. They come together one last time to collaborate and figure out how they can become an effective team in the upcoming sprint. They typically look back at the challenges they faced and try to find out ways how they can overcome those challenges in the upcoming sprint. They try to figure out, are there any actionable improvements that they can take back as a team and become an effective unit. This event is time boxed for 3 hours or less for a 1 month sprint, and usually will be shorter for shorter duration of sprints. So these are the 5 events of Scrum. I hope this helps. If you are looking for more such ideas on Scrum or anything related to Agile, do subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to get notified for the new content. See you around.